Poul's Kitchen is Chef Poul, with me Chef Amy.
Hi.
And we have Chef Alex.
Hi.
While everybody's awake and not at work, this is like amazing. So today we're going to be making a quick video on, well, not really quick, it's actually going to be really long. But honestly, it doesn't take much and a little bit of effort, but it's going to be pretty easy. And we're making Subway bread today, Italian herbs and cheese bread. And we're going to be doing this a little bit differently than the average person. Because why? What type of flour are we using?
Almond.
We're using almond flour. Why? Because regular flour on a bun is going to equal a lot of carbs, which turns into sugar. Almond doesn't produce that same effect. It's a lot less and will be a whole lot better. So please hit that like, share, subscribe, and we appreciate you. So first off, I do have everything written down. Why? Because I don't want to forget things, because cooking is, or baking is kind of a science. So first we're going to be making our yeast mixture. So I have to figure out where Amy's got everything all hidden here. So that's half a teaspoon.
It's right here.
Ah, perfect. So I need 1.5 teaspoons of instant yeast.
And with baking, you have to use exact measurements.
Absolutely do. It's very, very important. Then we want 1 tablespoon of honey. We're not using sugar, and you could use sugar if you really wanted to, but we don't need to.
No.
Honey has natural sugars and it's a lot better than the plain white sugar.
Could you grab me an knife or something, please? Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we just want to scrape the sides of this because honey is kind of a pain.
Sticky.
Sticky, and so
It's very sticky.
I want to get it out here. Give that a good little rinse for me, baby. Thank you. And then we're going to do half a cup of coconut milk. And I know we just got done
Okay.
I like coconut milk, and we're going to use this rather than regular milk. And it's not expensive, it really isn't.
No.
And then we're going to use 1 egg. Then 3 tablespoons of extra olive virgin oil.
Virgin olive oil.
Extra virgin olive oil. Now this is probably one of the more negative parts of this recipe. Now this is actually not that hard now, is it?
No, you just
No.
have to mix it.
Have to mix it up really good, and we're going to let this sit for about 15 minutes. Away from the stove, and we're not going to need soap for a little while anyways. So don't have to worry about that. Just make sure you get a good mix.
Want to make sure you don't have any clumps.
Alejandro,
Come on, buddy.
we got a new little kitten this week, so he's a little mischievous.
He's really cute too.
He's beautiful. Alright, so we're going to leave this sit here for about 15 minutes. By the time we're ready for the next step, it should be good. So I'm going to grab a big mixing bowl. And this is 4 cups of almond flour. And then we're going to put in, now this is where it's going to get a little bit painful, because it's going to be a lot of spices to do. I almost feel like crying because I think this is going to be the end of what we have for spices.
Oh.
For a lot of them anyways. So the spices are all going to be 1 tablespoon each.
It's garlic powder.
This is garlic powder.
Not salt.
There's a difference between garlic salt and garlic powder. Flavor-wise, it's not a whole lot of difference, to be honest with you. Not that I found anyways.
But garlic salt has sodium.
It has sodium in its salt, so there's a little bit left. I don't know if I'm going to bother keeping it.
In there. Probably throw it out.
And then we've got onion powder.
Not onion salt.
Yep. And then we got oregano. And then we need a nutmeg, and I just had that out.
Did you?
I did, and I do have it right here.
Okay.
You might be able to hear Alejandro in the background of this video.
Alright, and then the last thing we're going to need is some Parmesan cheese. I actually broke down and bought some. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but if we're making the spread, it needs to have it. So 1 tablespoon. And you know what? I said 1, but I lied.
2.
I can use 2. Alright, so at this point,
We have to mix that.
we have to mix this. So this is where it's going to get a little fun. Amy, fill that with water, please. Now we want to take our time and mix. Just put it on there for now. We're going to be filling that with water here in a minute, but before we do that, we want to mix this whole everything that's in here so everything is kosher.
Would you recommend using an electric beater if you have
can.
one?
You absolutely can. But before we go to the water, we're going to have to wait for the 12 minutes for our yeast mixture to work because we need to put this in.
We need to mix them, combine them.
We need to combine. So we're actually much faster in this process than I really thought we would be. So this is pretty much as mixed as we need it, but we need to make sure that timer hits down to 0 before we can use the yeast. So we're going to be back and when the yeast is fully bloomed, so we can put that in and then the water. So we'll be back very soon. Welcome back. So it's pretty much been 15 minutes. Not exactly, but good enough for me. It's 10 to 15 minutes, so I give it enough time. So we're going to pour our yeast mixture in here. It's a little thick because of honey and everything else that are in it, so it is what it is. It's going in the sink, and like as usual, Amy's going to have a lot of dishes to do. Now, I got to apologize. Amy brought something up the other day that Alex and I have been doing really poorly on, and we need to improve. Otherwise, Amy's going to get really mad with me, and she is mad with me, but she'll get over it. She said, yeah, you said you're really mad at us, and so we're going to rectify the issue. It's the fact that we cook, we don't really clean up as much. And she's tired of coming in here off of work, and so guys, clean your kitchens. Because, like Amy says, it's kind of a mess, and, you know, she's ready. Right?
Yes.
So we're going to slowly pour water in here. We don't want to pour too much, because otherwise we're going to have to add more flour. Go right there, please. Okay. It's a little, not a lot.
Oops.
And this is, you know, my point here. You got to, when you say a little, it really means a little. But I think we got enough here.
To do the whole thing?
Yeah, so
Oops.
not what I wanted, but alright, whatever.
I didn't mean to do that.
So we're done here. So that needs to go in the fridge. Cupboard or something. We'll find-
Container.
So now, okay, now I need a little bit of flouring.
Of regular flour?
Yes. So this is the part that I really personally hate.
And dump it over, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Now you can order gloves on Amazon, and they're really, really handy, especially for stuff like this. And that's just basically because when we're about to knead dough, it's messy. It's really messy. So having these gloves really, really help.
yeah, it does.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to take about 10-15 minutes and beat the limondiolates out of this dough ball until it actually feels like an actual dough ball. It may not take that long. Like last time I did it with regular flour, it didn't take that long.
It took like 5 minutes,
It
didn't
took
it?
5 minutes. But it can take 15 at times. So it's not a big deal. It really isn't. And when we're done this, Amy's going to have some work to do to clean the dishes, which really isn't that much, to be honest with
No.
you. But it needs to get done because I'm going to need some of this stuff later.
Yeah.
Now, yes, I am mixing a little bit of regular flour with almond flour. Almond flour is kind of expensive. I don't really feel the need to waste more of it just for covering. So a little bit of flour I don't really feel is going to be that big of a deal. It's not going to really add anything. It's just going to be there.
And regular flour is pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Usually.
It smells good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it smells amazing.
It already smells really good.
It's going to smell even more amazing once it's in here.
Once it's cooking, you mean?
Yeah, once it's all cooking and stuff, it's going to be really, really, really super amazing.
So once that's all needed, how long do you have to let it sit for?
2 hours.
Yeah, this is a long process.
And it's not that it's 2 hours of hard labor or anything like that. It's really not.
It has to
It
sit.
just has to sit on its own for 2 hours.
It has to rise, and it will. Big time.
I think we're actually looking pretty good now.
Yeah,
It is almond flour, so it's gonna react a little bit.
true. We have to cover it, don't we?
We do, but not yet. This is a little bit of spray oil, so I'm just gonna spray the top of it, and then now we're gonna cover it.
I don't know if this is big enough. No, not quite.
If you have like plastic wrap, that might work.
No.
Oh, that'll work.
So Amy's gonna do the dishes. It's gonna sit for 2 hours. In 2 hours' time, we'll be back. Welcome back. So I have to apologize because I'm following a recipe that's actually not based on almond flour. It's actually based on regular flour. And I'm kind of new to baking, and I'm kind of really new to using almond flour altogether. You don't actually have to have any rise time with almond flour because it doesn't rise. it's gluten-free product, so unfortunately it doesn't do the same thing. So it's a moot and useless point. So I'm probably not going to get as big of a yield on this as what I want.
Because it doesn't rise.
It doesn't rise. So maybe if I mixed a little bit of
Regular flour?
regular flour, might have. But it's not. So there's nothing we can do about it,
No.
and I'm not going to sit and cry about it. But so all this time I told you about, the take your time to give it 2 hours to do that.
You can ignore
You
that.
can ignore that.
If
So-
you use regular flour, yes, but not almond.
So we're going to be making about 3 buns, which is really not a whole lot, but
That's all we can make.
that's all we have for this. But if you're diabetic and you're concerned about the carbs, this is an excellent thing to have to go through. Will we be able to make subs? Not the greatest subs in the world, but you'll have some.
Yeah.
All right, now Amy's going to grab me a egg, please. And I can probably throw the gloves in the trash now. Don't need them. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the fork and break the egg, and we're just going to whisk it around a little bit. Amy just loves me today because I'm just making her do a whole lot of dishes that she probably don't want to do.
That's fine.
So sometimes baking and cooking is a little bit of an experience. Now, when you're doing the egg wash bit, you may not use all of it, and it's not a big deal if you don't. Amy might be a little hungry after, and she can take this and just fry this out and have a fried egg. It's only an egg, but
Yeah.
but it doesn't need to be wasted.
You have to do the other side too?
No, just
Okay.
outside.
Okay. And that looks like it's just some
This is
mozzarella
just
cheese.
It's actually I don't remember what type of cheese.
Smoked.
Smoked Gouda. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So you just take half a cup of your favorite cheese. And I was actually booking on a lot more out of this, so what I'm gonna do rather than waste it, I'm gonna dump this in here, and Amy's gonna make herself
an egg?
out of it.
Yeah.
She wants to take another egg, she can have another egg with it too.
Yeah. Kind of like an omelet.
Yeah. We'll put a little bit of Parmesan on top of that. Now I know that Subway does put a little bit of spice on top of it. I don't really feel it's necessary.
You can if you want.
You can.
They use, I think, Italian spice.
Oregano.
Something like that, yeah.
Onion and garlic powder. They use that.
But you don't really need to use it.
No.
And we're not. We don't need to put it at the top. It's already in the dough.
Yeah.
So we're almost here. So we're going to go to 375. We're going to pop it in the oven for 18 minutes. So this has been quite a journey. It has been, and some of it's been waiting for something we didn't need to.
Yeah, but we found out at least.
We did. So 375, and it's almost.
It's almost.
You never notice you're just waiting for it to go, and then it takes forever to hit that last couple of marks. And I'm hoping this turns out really good. I really
Hopefully.
am. And it looks, and you know what, it probably will. It just won't be what we expected. So we'll see. So let's put this in here. And I think we already got a timer set. So we're going to be back in 18 minutes, and we'll see what we see. Welcome back. So you joined right in time here. I mean, your timing's impeccable, guys. So we're done the cycle here. So we're going to open this up here.
Oh, they did rise a little bit.
Rise a little bit.
Yeah.
But almond flour does not rise. So that's just a technical reality. There's not much you can do. So we'll shut the oven off and we're pretty much done. So before I forget, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Join us on www.poulskitchen.com. We really appreciate you coming to visit. It means a lot to us. We've got our books on there. We also have all our recipes too. So it's a good resource. So don't start eating this yet. It's going to take a little bit of time.
It needs to cool.
It needs to cool down. But that's basically it. So if you want to make like good Subway buns, you need to probably make 3 times the amount. But how does this look, guys?
Really good.
Looks delicious.
It smells so good.
So for us, Amy and I, anyways, this is what we like to have. You can cut in that, make a sandwich out of it,
Yeah.
and it'll taste really good. Good designer sandwiches. So if you want to impress somebody, here you go. This is great. I'm excited to bite into this.
Yeah.
And we will in a little bit. So for now, thanks for watching. We really appreciate you. Have a great day.